Branson here, and we are on Tilemaker, and this is the web page that I'd like you to create on today. And so let me show you how to do it. All right, so up at the top, you're going to see, of course, the Tilemaker banner. Home, we're on Create, Learn, and Gallery. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Okay, here is your grid, like graph paper, and you're going to use this to create a tile that you can tessellate, which means to replicate into a pattern. Right, and so button run down here, we have undo and redo, of course. Got to always have your undo and redo. Compass, which is a type of tool used to create a circle. Line, which is a line tool. Fill, which is like a fill bucket. Clear. Toggle points means to visible or make invisible the points, which you'll see in just a second. A preview, which is important if you want to see what this looks like in its mosaic form, its tessellation. And then a tutorial if what I'm telling you right now isn't sufficient. You need to look at that. And then, of course, the good old done button. All right, and so here's how you want to use this. The compass tool is where you're going to start. And so using the circle in the center, I'm going to pull out a radius. That is how big half a circle is, radius. Right, and so using this radius to create my first circle, I will just move this around, and when I find a nice size circle, I will click. Okay, and then all of a sudden, these points are going to start popping up. All right, these are your anchor points. These are where you continue to create from. Okay, we talked about that toggle point button that will hide and make visible these toggle points. All right, and so compass will continue to create more circles. Here's the catch to this. You need to create anchor points links. So you'll have to link this to another anchor point. Any of them you want. On all of them will create a different type of pattern, right? So once you find that anchor point and click on it, you'll get another pattern to emerge. And I can sit here and build on these anchor points until I feel like it's enough. However, you have more than just that compass. Remember the line tool? The line tool makes lines. And so you will just, same as the circle tool, you find one anchor point and connect it to another anchor point, creating a new pattern, right? These patterns are radial, which means they are the same all the way around. And so you can get some pretty intricate patterns this way. Once you feel like you have a nice pattern in lines using the compass and the line tool, you're ready to fill it. Word of warning here. When I click this fill button, and start to fill, I cannot go back and work on my lines anymore. So you need to make sure you're happy with your line and compass work before you go into fill, because you can't go back into line and compass. Maybe they'll fix that someday, but they haven't yet. Now, when I click there, it's going to create a color in that pattern, in the radial pattern of that segment. And you can see if I click this, it's going to fill that way. And then I can undo these. Remember, there's the undo, and then of course clear if you want to start all the way over. But there's more than just the colors you see here. If I click the show options, then I have my custom color picker, and I can create whatever hue I want using the hue bar, and then I can adjust its value using this value swatch. Right? There's also an eyedropper tool, very, very handy. So if you create a custom color, and then you start playing around with other colors and you want to get back to that exact same color, the eyedropper tool is how you do that. You can go through here and pick out that exact color, and it will change your swatch over to that color from the eyedropper. Okay? Once you are completely finished and you're happy with it, you can do a preview. Preview will give you a tessellated version of your tile, what it would look like on a wall if we did this indefinitely. All right, and you can turn that tessellate off to just see the individual square bigger, or tessellate on to see it on. Let me give you another word of warning. Don't hit your Chrome or your browser back button, because you'll ruin everything, lose it all. Make sure you hit the back button on the web page to get back to your fill, okay? Now, once you are done, you will submit the tile. Hit done, check for yes, that means yes. And then this will put it into its own gallery it has, and you can view the gallery to see it. But before you do that, make sure you hit the down arrow button. Down arrow means download. right? And then it will download it into your, probably your downloads folder if it doesn't give you a choice like mine does right away. And then once you have it saved to your computer, then you can post it onto Padlet. You can also look at the gallery and see what other students and other people have done. Your tile will pop up here, as you can see. You can also go here to look at other inspiration if you need to have some ideas. And so there's the gallery. And so that's a tab up here you can click on. There's also a Learn tab, which you can explore more about Islamic geometric design, which is what these patterns are coming from, I guess is a way to say it. These patterns existed before Islamic design, but they preserved them. They really expanded upon them, and they kind of saved this type of art from ancient times, right? And so that's just something you can dig around to if you would like. All I need for you to do, though, is use that Create tab to make at least one tile, turn it in on Padlet, and if you have tools like a compass and a ruler and some paper, you can go ahead and try to do these by hand if you want. I know that sounds intimidating to some of you, but just see what happens. You can only get better at using these tools that you will need for math at some point. Okay, so that's it. Have fun with the tile maker, and let's see what you can come up with dividing a circle into many equal pieces. Have fun.